Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and over at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show for today. All right, we got a good crew tonight. We got Damian Sosh with us, Zawacky on a Tuesday, Chris Ruffolo, Alex Smart, Tony Brown, Shane Mickle, and Ninos. And this is how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Brown, Ninos, Sosh, Mickle, Ruffolo, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, a lot of hoops and a lot of hockey on the card for tonight.
Yeah, it's a great card tonight, Tony. Yesterday was as great as well. I mean, you and I were sweating out that Drexel game early on, but
Yeah.
and we had it the entire way. But no, it's another fantastic weekday in February. We're just waiting for March Madness. I think it's the next thing to come around after the Super Bowl.
It is, and we're just a couple of months away. Got a couple of great months here of college hoops. This February is going to fly by, so get on board, guys. Let's get the show started. Let's go ahead and welcome Alex Smart, who's been on a tear over at Pick Dogs. You'll find him there. Alex, how you doing?
Good. How you making it?
Great, doing great. All right, here we go. This is the feature game of the night tonight on TNT, 10 Eastern Time, as the Suns are home to the Nets. Phoenix here laying 6, total 230.
Yeah, I think a lot of people look at this game. The concept behind this whole game, I think, for a lot of people is, hey, these are two pretty equally, how do you say it, very close to talent level teams. And but there's one team here that I just believe has more chemistry, better conditioning, and really overall just knows how to pop wins on the board. Brooklyn have been very competitive out on the West Coast against these Western teams over the last few seasons, but I think Nash is going to have here tonight, and I do know that Harden is now expected to play, and Irving should be there too, obviously, because we're on the road. But I just believe, at a 40-9 record, 10 straight wins, going to a Brooklyn team that's, right now very, very much warming, losing 4 straight games, that, Phoenix has more to prove. And they seem to really stand tall against these type of teams. So despite of Brooklyn also wanting to be, like a guy to break a team to break their 4-game losing streak and knock Phoenix down a little bit, I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I really think Phoenix is going to be concentrated and ready to roll. Anything at 6 or better, let's go for it, Phoenix.
All right, Alex is going to take Phoenix here laying the 6 against the Brooklyn Nets. All right, looks like that Harden likely to probable to play with that hand, but we got a couple of upgrades here for the Suns. 8 may play tonight, and Crowder has been upgraded to questionable, Chris.
Yeah, and I think that with that news, if Ayton plays, I love the Suns even more. I liked them to begin with, because even with Ayton not in the lineup, the Suns continue to rattle off wins. And, I think Kevin Durant is the key cog in that Brooklyn lineup. When he's not in the lineup, they tend to have some issues. And I just think that the Phoenix, like Alex said, playing the more cohesive, more consistent basketball, and I got to go with them here.
Yeah, and the defense has kind of gone south here over the past 4 games for the Nets, giving up 120 points per 100 possessions. The pick here, Suns laying 6 here against Brooklyn, and this one will have a start time 10 each time, your doubleheader game over at TNT. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs, where you're doing fantastic work. Look at the numbers in the NFL, and look at the numbers here for 2022. 1,314 units of profit. We got a nice NBA board here, 7. Big hockey card as well as college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've got a 3-key pack of NBA tonight. I think my college basketball has already started off for the evening, but we're looking for a big profit, a little bit of a pack, and a little bit of a lull after a nice long run, and sometimes that's to be expected, but I'll be back, and I'll come back very strongly, and join me for a 1-month package. I think that would be your absolute best value.
It certainly will, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,314 units of profit here for 2022, showing profit here in college hoops and showing a great profit here in the NFL, over 1,800 units of profit. So that 1-month pass is a great way to go. Get all of Alex's plays for the month. Includes all his college hoops play. We're right into February here, right to the eve of the conference tournaments, as well as his NBA, NHL on the ice. Lots of action there. And of course, his Super Bowl pick, it'll come up in a couple weeks here. So a good time to get on board with Alex Smart with that 1 month all sports patch. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple of days.
Okay, take care. See you later.
All right, Alex Smart here on the drive through. Let me just do a little test here to get my camera white balance corrected here. I think that should do it. There we go. Hey, I gave you guys a little tip there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive through here. Join with Chris as we'll continue on. And welcome into the show will be Tony Brown. We'll go to Las Vegas, Nevada. He's got the game in Nevada today between Nevada and UNLV. So let's go to our buddy Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim. So let's bring him in right now. Tony, what's happening?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing fine. All right, here we go. Battle of the State here at 10:30 Eastern time. We got UNLV to host Nevada. UNLV's down to now a 1.5 favorite, total 146.5.
Yeah, this game is dropping. It started off at 5. Now it's only at 1.5, but it can't drop low enough for UNLV. They're just no good against Nevada. Nevada absolutely owns this matchup. For whatever reason, even when Nevada's playing bad, they always beat UNLV. When they have a better team, they're 8-0. They won 8 straight. They play every year, you know what I mean? They won 8 straight games against UNLV outright on the money line. And the last 5 games, they beat them against the spread. So at 1.5, this game is basically a pick 'em, and I'm going to just go ahead and pick Nevada. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 8 straight wins. I look for them to get another one. Especially, I just looked at the line, the wire. Coleman's out for UNLV. He's the shooting guard. So without him, they're really not. I don't think they're going to win. I don't even need to take the points. We're just going to take Nevada money line and get a big payout.
All right. Tony Brown likes Nevada money line here against UNLV. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
Yeah, I like Nevada as well, mainly because their other big gun, Donovan Williams, right now doubtful with a knee issue, and Nevada, yeah, they're missing one of their big men in Warren Washington. A 7-foot inside presence is nice to have, but this is a deep Nevada team that I think has to start pulling off some wins because they haven't been living up to expectations this year. So I like Nevada here. I'm just like Tony. I'm not a fan of UNLV.
I think that one of the notice things here with the line is the fact that Nevada, Tony Brown, has failed to cover 8 of 9, but you think here the matchup with UNLV is much stronger than the current form here with Nevada against the spread.
Well, like I said, when it's a bigger spread, maybe, but at 1.5, it's just a pick 'em. That's just a bucket, and they beat them 8 straight times. So it's really not a covering thing here. It's just who's gonna win. And the big man, he's like Taco Fall. Like, they're big, they're 7 feet, they're there, but what are they gonna get? 2 points, maybe 4 boards? They're kind of like just too big. You know what I mean? So that's not gonna be too much damage for us. I hate to, throw Taco Fall under the bus, but he's the biggest guy that I can just imagine right now that, you figure you got a 7'6" dude on the team. He should be averaging 40 and 20. And it's just like, no, it's not happening. So that's the same thing for Nevada. They have a 7-footer, but he's average at best.
Absolutely. All right. Tony Brown here is going to be on Nevada lane, plus 1.5 against UNLV, but he likes the money line here with Nevada. This one is start time, late night game, 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Tony, let's take a look at Pick Dogs Prim here, where you're doing fantastic work here. 2,965 units of profit, NHL. Nice NHL card tonight to complement an NBA and college hoops card. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we got a Tuesday triple play, but we have it from each league, so that's 9 picks. We have 3 picks in the NBA for my NBA triple play. We have 3 college basketball picks for my college basketball triple play. And like you said, 2,900 units in the NHL. We're absolutely on fire. So I have 3 picks on the ice tonight, and that makes it for 9 picks overall. You can grab 1 individual, or you can grab all 3 in the 3-pack, or make it all 9 and just retire your bookie tonight.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. Means that bust your bookie tonight. You see the numbers in the NHL, 2,965 units of profit. That is all documented. So if you go to Pick Dogs Premium, visit Tony Brown's profile page, you can see all his plays are right there, as well as his pick offerings. Tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium, Tony has an NBA play. He's got the plays spread out here from the NBA college hoops as well. And of course, we've got a multi-pack, 3-pack up there. But Tony Brown, and I will say this, we're here in the month of February. We're a couple months away from March Madness, but I think that, as we talked about here, that 1 month, or if it's within your budget, that 1 year VIP All Sports Pass, the best value to get from you right now, right?
Right. And then, the thing that I can relate this to, I guess, to make it relatable to all people, the VIP passes are like shopping at Costco. Like, you don't want to spend like $12 on no soap. You know what I mean? You just want one bar of soap, but then you figure it's gonna last you for the whole year instead of spending money every weekend on the stuff. If you buy 3 or 4 of my plays, that covers the week pass. If you buy 6 or 7 of the plays individually, that would cover your month pass. And then, like, now the Super Bowl is coming up, March Madness is coming up. Those specialty plays, they cost a little bit more. So if you buy those, now that's covering your year pass. You were up almost 3,000 units in the NHL, and the year pass is like $1,300. So you would have paid for your pass, put $1,500 in your pocket, and now you have picks for the rest of the year. When you buy a pass, all the picks are included, championship picks, playoff picks, everything. It's not about spending the money. It's actually saving you money. Like, if you're serious about betting sports and you really doing this to make money, you can't afford not to buy those passes.
Yeah, that 1 year all sports pass amounts to like $108 a month, which is fantastic value. They're $108 a month to get that. That's a 1 year all sports pass here from Tony Brown. All his plays, all the action here from March Madness, a complete NFL season for 2022, back when it starts again in September. All of college football and the Bulls again. And of course, we're right in the midst of March Madness. And of course, you see Tony Brown's NHL numbers here. Boy, wait till the NHL playoffs start. Of course, you want to be on board with Tony Brown, NHL, and of course, NBA as well. All right, Tony, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple of days. But I also know you do contribute to that Puckin' Crazy show, which has been a big success with your contributions.
Every day, Monday through Friday, it comes on at 12:30 my time, 3:30 Eastern. So yeah, me, Al Ninos has been on there a few times. Joe Madden hosted, and we've been killing it. Every day, free hockey picks, and like I said, we're leading the board in hockey. Cam's on the show, and it's just a lot of free money. So you guys tune into that.
Yeah, look at the leaderboards in the NHL. You got Tony Brown, Rod Zawacki, Al Ninos. They all contribute to that hockey show. You guys better tune in because there's some money to be made there. All right, Tony, have a great night. We'll talk again in a couple of days.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys having me. I'll see you in a few.
All right, Tony Brown here on The Drive to. Let's continue our coverage here, joined by with Chris Ruffolo. A reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. It's Mitch. You'll get his 7 picks in 5 minutes, as well as his sports betting topic show that you'll get live at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Of course, then Joe Madden takes the host chair at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll be flanked by Rod Zawacki and Brian Bittler as they go over the card from a betting perspective for the day in sports. And of course, we got the soccer show with Ashley and Goran. We got the Puckin' Crazy show with Joe Madden and our guests. And of course, we got Mitch and Joe together in the noon, or I believe it is 1 Eastern time, right before the soccer show. So check that out as well. Of course, we're here Monday through Friday with the drive through 6 Eastern time. And of course, we always ask for help, guys. Those likes, Chris, those thumbs up really helps us build up our audience.
Absolutely, Tony, they do, because I always say at the end of the day, the people that we make all this content for, the people that we put in this work for, is you guys. I mean, the people that watch these shows, that give us the support. Thank you guys so much, because we wouldn't be where we are today without your support. So keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. It will only help us get bigger and better, and show you guys how much we appreciate them. We'll do another like goal today. We already got a nice base of 37 likes, 150 likes. I got 2 college basketball plays for tonight's card that I think you guys will absolutely love. Like I said, we already got a good start, 41 likes, 118 people watching. So soon you get those likes in, sooner we can get you guys those plays.
That's right. Keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue now on the drive-thru. It's time for Al Ninos. You find him over at Pig Dog Swim, doing great work there. Al, what's going on?
Going good. How are you?
Doing great. Again, another Florida theme on your picks. It's been pretty consistent, whether it's NHL or NBA. I don't really have seen too many college hoops plays from you from that state, but we're going to go into the NBA tonight here at 7:30 Eastern time as the Raptors will host the Heat. Here we go again. We're going after the Raptors. Here we got the Raptors point and a half, total 210.5.
I was surprised. I thought for a minute you weren't going to mention that, just the Florida part. But yes, that is the second part to the equation. Anyways, pretty interesting matchup here. As you said, the Heat will be in Toronto here after getting blown out 122-92 in Boston last night. They had just lost to these same Raptors by 4 a couple games ago. Both teams in this one are coming off are playing their second games in 2 nights. So Toronto just beat the Hawks last night, big win for them. But I really like the rest advantage we're getting with Jimmy Butler here, as he sat yesterday's game out. While on the other side, you see Siakam played 40 minutes, Van Vliet 39 minutes. That's some pretty heavy minutes to come in and play 2 games in a row now against a pretty tough team that will be looking for their payback too after that loss I mentioned by 4 at home. So they've traveled decently well. Obviously played their best basketball at home, but they're still 14-13 on the road. And as I said, with that slight rest advantage that Jimmy Butler got, I think I expect a big game from him, and I think that might be the difference here and why they get their payback.
All right, so we got L here on the Heat, plus 1.5 here against the Raptors. All right, Chris, it does look like Butler's in. The big question mark here is with Tucker. Tucker's one of those guys that really does the dirty work. He's a really physical. He's a really good presence there on the court, offensively, defensively, with rebounds as well. So he's still questionable with that knee issue here. Of course, Toronto, fairly healthy team with the core.
Yeah, and like Al said, there is a bit of a rest issue with the Raptors here, but I'm looking at the under in this one. The last meeting that Al referenced hit 244 points, but we needed double overtime to get there. It was only 100 apiece after regulation, and I think that if all things play out like they normally have for both these teams this season, we got a bit more of a defensive battle on our hands again. I think it's first to 105 wins, so I'm looking at the under here.
All right, Chris looking under. El Ninos here on the Heat, plus 1.5 against the Toronto Raptors. This one will have a start time of 7:30 Eastern Time in Bailey Pass Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Spring, where, again, you're putting up some strong numbers in the NHL this season. 1,460 units of profit. That is all documented over at the site, so you can visit Al's profile page for all the numbers there. All right, Al, we do have a good NHL-sized card tonight. We've got 7 from the NBA. Lots of college hoops now until March, until April. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Oh, I've got my 3-pack with my best bet in each sport again, so grab that if you want a bit of everything, or grab a long-term pass. I have an extra college basketball and NBA play from that tonight. Huge NHL card, but I thought it was a pretty tricky one, and obviously some way overpriced heavy favorites. So yeah, I found one play I really liked though, and so grab a long-term pass, always your best deal, and better yet, actually pair me up with the other favorite capper.
That's right, guys. Again, with El Ninos, we got a lot of the sports overlap because L handicaps the NHL. So you got NHL, you got NBA, you got college hoops. L does have a best bet 3-pack from one play from each sport there for you. Got a lot of these plays sprinkled in individually over on the site. But again, the long-term pass is the way to go. We're talking about that 1 month all sports pass because we're right in February is a key month here. Right on that'll take the edge of the conference tournaments. Lots of action on the ice in the NBA here in February. Of course, we know the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. So that 1 month all sports pass will get you all of Al's plays for 30 days. Of course, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, it's always great having you on the show. Have you continue your success here, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. And I also know, as Tony does, you do contribute to that Puck and Crazy show.
That's right. I should be on that one tomorrow as well, so check that out, 3:30 Eastern, and then check us out tomorrow again at 6 p.m. All
right, check out Al at the Puck and Crazy show, and he'll be back again here tomorrow's drive-through. All right, Al, have a great night. We'll talk soon.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive. We'll continue here with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
I'm telling you, I know it's gotten into everybody today. We're making progress early. We got 60 likes, got 132 people watching, so we're not at that point yet. But guys, get those likes coming in. The sooner you get them in, the less work you have to do later on. And if we can get you those 2 college hoops plays, I'll try to tempt everybody a little bit. One of them is on my premium page right now. So guys, get those likes, and you don't want to miss out on any of this tonight.
Don't want to miss out. Let's keep those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's bring in number 1 for 2022 at the drive-thru. I should say over at Pick Dogs Premium. That's our man Damian Sosh. Damian, what's happening?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern Time. Pistons here to host the Pelicans here. Pistons 2, total 16.5.
Yeah, 2 teams that have really struggled on the season in the Pelicans and the Pistons. Not just on the season, but lately. Both are actually just 2-6 in their last 8. The Pistons coming in off a rare win, though. They beat the Cavaliers by 10 points on Sunday, where the Pelicans lost to that same Cavaliers team just last night. They played last night. They got beat by 3 points. Now the Pelicans are dealing with a bunch of injuries. You got Brandon Ingram's a game-time decision. Obviously Zion's been out forever. Valanciunas is questionable for this game. Hart's out. So they got a lot of holes on the roster to fill right now, and I'm not sure how many capable bodies they have to step in and fill in those roles.
All right, Damien, I got some breaking news here. Brandon Ingram has just been cleared to play, so it looks like he'll return here against the Pistons.
Okay, he has been cleared to play. That's all right. I'm still well. I haven't released my pictures yet, but that's not going to change my mind quite. The Pistons, they do have a long way to go, but I like how they're playing. They're playing much better recently. Cade Cunningham has really stepped up his game over his last 5 games. He's averaged, I believe, 21 points, 6 rebounds. 6 rebounds, 7 assists over his last 5 games. Sadiq Bey's picking up his game. The Pistons are 5-1 against the spread their last 6 games. They've been averaging 111 points over that span. On the season, they're not too bad against the spread, 25-24 against the spread. And we got the Pelicans going 1-4 against the spread, their last 5 games on 0 days rest. I know you mentioned they're getting Brandon Ingram. Got to wonder how much of a run maybe he's going to give it a go here. It's definitely going to help him, but I like the Pistons in this one. And the Pistons also are going to be getting back Jeremy Grant in there for this game. He's one of their top scorers on the season, so he's bringing about 19, 20 points to the table tonight. So not sure how much he'll give it a run, but I'll look for him to cancel out Ingram in this one, and I'm going to go with the team that I feel is playing better right now, and that's the Detroit Pistons.
All right, we have Damian here going to go with the Detroit Pistons here, and going to go ahead and lay the 2 points. I think Damian hit the nose here at the end of his commentary here, Chris, is the fact that Jeremy Grant returns, and we know what a scoring force he is. Now that he's got Bey, he's got guys around him that can help him out with the offense.
Absolutely, and I think another great point is, I'm not trying to shift too far away from this game, but we always talk about how Darius Garland's been sort of the rise for the Cavaliers. I think Cade Cunningham's been the rise for the Pistons as of late. That 5-1 against the spread run has coincided with Cunningham taking on a more leadership and more increased role. I think Damian said it was with 27-6 in his last 5 games. He's helped the Pistons, and not often do I want to lay points with the Pistons, but I think this is one of those spots.
Yeah, it looks that way. Also, too, Pelicans 1-8 straight up in back-to-back games, scoring 2 points below overall average, allowing 3 more than average. The total looks low here, and that can be key here coming into this one. Pistons laying 2 here against New Orleans. This one will have a start time 7 Eastern time, NBA League Pass channel. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Print. We're tearing it up right now. Number 1 over at Pick Dogs Print for the 2020-22 season here. 2,435 units of profit. That is all documented, showing great profit here past 30 days, last 7 days. Yesterday coming off a winning day, and of course the major sports in college hoops, NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, things are going well right now in the new year, coming off another positive day. On the board today, I've got 5 plays in total. I've got 3 for sale individually, and those same three that you see for sale are also included in my Winner's Circles pass. It's going to be one at my top NBA play and 2 top college basketball plays, all over there on the website. But, you guys want to get everything, you can pick up your 3, 7, 30-day plan, 2-for-1 capper deal, or year pass. All those are available over there, and that's the best bang for your buck, getting one of those plans locked in. Hop on board, guys, and we're going to continue to profit day in and day out. Seeing the board really well, and let's make some money together, fellas.
Let's make some money here with Damian Sosh. He's getting the job done. You see the numbers here, 2,435 units of profit, all documented, showing great profit this year in college hoops, NBA. Now, I see all documented. Visit Pick Dogs Premium. Go to Damian's profile page. Scroll down to where it says Pick History. All the plays there are documented. They're released there for you to see. They're graded immediately, so fully transparent. And so get on board with Damian tonight. He's got individual plays here across the board here from the NBA. He's got some hoops action for you. But as Damian talked about, the long-term pass is your best bet. We're talking about that 30-day all sports pass. I think it's a fantastic value right now. Get all of Damian's plays for the next 30 days. A lot of college hoops takes you right to the eve of the conference tournaments, as well as your NBA, your hockey, and of course the Super Bowl pick that comes up in a couple weeks. Your 30-day all sports pass, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can add a second capper with your 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Damian, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you next week. And I also know you do contribute to the weekend shows.
Yes, I was on last Saturday, I believe. I'll be either on Saturday or Sunday, hopefully both, but definitely one of those 2 days this weekend.
All right, so tune in the weekends, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Joe Madden and Mitch with a lot of the drive-through cappers on there. You'll all catch a play here from Damian, who's number 1 for 2022 over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Damian, have a great night. We'll talk again next week.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive. Let's continue here with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with the likes?
So we're making progress early. I already got 101 likes, 183 people watching, so we only need about 49 more likes to get those 2 college hoops plays for you guys tonight. One of them, like I mentioned, one of my premium plays that you can only get if you're a long-term subscriber. So get those likes coming in. We'll get you those 2 college hoops plays for tonight. We need about 43 more likes.
43 more likes. Keep them coming, and I think it's very much attainable. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's bring our buddy here, Shane Mickel. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium where he does fine work. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, guys?
It's going great, going great. All right, here we go. It's a team that's near and dear to me here at 9 Eastern time here. Utah State, not them, will be on the road here facing Air Force here. Utah State up to 15 now, total 125.5.
Yeah, this line is moving in the wrong direction, but I think it's moving in the right direction for us. This is an Air Force team. They're not the sexiest team. That their offense doesn't look great, but they do a good job of slowing teams down and really making the game tough on them. This is a team that lost to Boise State by 6 earlier this year. Their last game against Colorado State, they really struggled. But earlier in the year, they lost to Colorado State by only 8. I think they do the same type of thing here to this Utah State club. I think Air Force makes this an ugly game, and I think they reach the 60-point mark, which is all I think they're going to need. I think they hold Utah State's right around 70 points, and that's going to be enough for them to cover the spread. I'm going to take Air Force getting the points.
Yeah, Air Force getting the points here. I'm with you here. A little nervous, though, because, Chris, we've talked a lot about Air Force since college basketball started and how they moved into the Princeton offense, slowing down. This going back to the old 90s style, the way they played for Joe Scott the first time around. And I think I told you the strategy I had with Air Force. Bet on them the first time against the Mountain West and go against them the second round. And I didn't follow that because I had them in that second time against Colorado State. But they covered every time they faced a Mountain West team the first time. The minute they played someone the second time, they didn't. And here's another spot where they face Utah State the second time. I'm going against my own judgment early in the season. I want the points. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I want the points as well, because as much as that theory has come through for you, Tony, this is also an Air Force team that's 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. And they've already covered 3 of their last 4 in conference as a double-digit underdog. Shane mentioned the first meeting this year where Utah State lost that game outright, laying 13. But also covers, like you said, against Boise State and Colorado State. The rematch against Colorado State, again, didn't go their way. But I think this is just too many points for a Utah State team that's shown us that they can struggle against a team like Air Force. I'm not laying 15 here. Give me the points.
Yeah, that Princeton offense is almost like a triple option in college football where teams aren't ready for it. It's a pain in the behind to defend because of all the cutting and back cuts and passing. It just kind of lulls you to sleep a little bit and slows you down. Air Force plus 15 against Utah State. This one will have a start time here, 9 Eastern time, mountainwest.com. Yeah, they're not putting on the major networks. Not with Air Force's offense. They don't want to lose viewers. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. It's a great season in the NFL. Of course, you finished tops in NBA last season. We've got a lot of NBA ahead of us. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I hit a little lull overall in sports. My last 3 games, for 3 days, I've been back on the right track. Had a nice day yesterday. I got a couple packages for you guys tonight. My first one's going to be my college basketball 3-pack. $39.99. My other one's going to be the sampler pack, which includes my best NHL play, best college basketball play, and then my best NBA play, $39.99. Drop on something long term. You get that month, you'll get my Super Bowl play included in that. The beginning of March. I guess not the beginning of March Madness, but almost all the way up to March Madness. And then, yeah, that's definitely your best bang for the buck. So hop on that long term and let's make some money together.
Let's make money here with Shane Mickel over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here, 710 units in the NFL, all documented, coming off a great college football season. And, of course, coming off a nice winning day yesterday. Of course, you can get Shane's plays tonight. He's got a college basketball 3-pack, a sampler 3-pack, a lot of 3-pack actions up there. But, again, we talked about that 1-month all sports pass. Get all of Shane's plays for 1 month, 30-day all sports pass, all his college hoops, his NBA, hockey, of course, the Super Bowl play. You want to get that as well in a couple of weeks as you want to get on board with that 1-month all sports pass. That will be part of Shane Mickel's 1-month all sports pass. You can add a second cap to that with your 2-point cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right. We also have a full season pass here from Shane from the NBA too, if that's what you like to get, because we have a lot of NBA all the way to the middle of June. I would count the almost 4.5 months of NBA. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
You do. Shane Mickle here on The Drive. So let's continue on with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with the like goal?
And so we got 126 likes. Only need 24 more because we got 219 people watching. So we only need about less than almost 10, just over 10% of you to hit the like button if you haven't already. You'd already get those 2 college hoops plays for tonight. So guys, don't wait. Get those likes in. Every single one helps us out. It doesn't cost you a cent.
Yeah, keep them coming in. Let's continue on here on The Drive to Chris, front and center now. Here we go at 8 Eastern time. The Bulls, the host of Magic. We've got the Bulls here laying 9, total 223.
Yeah, and since the turn of the calendar, I'd say the Chicago Bulls have been a Jekyll and Hyde team. Like they were playing really, really well up until maybe the second week of January. And then since January 12th, that loss to Brooklyn that really sort of spurred the Bulls' big losing skid that they kind of hit. The Bulls ranked 28th in the net rating, allowing minus 8.3 points per 100 possessions. You know, that's 6.3 points per 100 worse than the Orlando Magic, who, you know, have actually been playing pretty well on the road this season. The Bulls, though, over that span, 4-7 straight up, 5-6 against the number. And Chicago's only won 2 games by at least 9 points, which is where this line is sitting right now. And this is still an injury-riddled Bulls team. No Lonzo Ball, no Alex Caruso, Derek Jones Jr., Patrick Williams, all on the injury list. And like I said, this is a Magic team that has played well on the road, despite sporting a 6-22 road record this season. They're hitting at about 58% from a cover perspective on the road. And in 2 or 3 meetings this season, the Magic have already covered against Chicago. And the Magic are also 3-1 against the spread and straight up in their last 4 games with a pair of upsets. I wouldn't be surprised if the Magic pulled the outright upset here as well, but I just don't think the Bulls should be this heavily favored against a team they've clearly struggled against this season. I'm going to take the Orlando Magic plus the points here.
All right, Chris here on Orlando. Can't argue that. We saw that the Bulls game against the Nets kind of exposed the Bulls for their defense. People had questions about their defense starting to show now. Their defensive numbers have not been good. Looking here at this Orlando team, they've had a lot of guys injured. Many of these injuries, these guys have missed the entire season. So guys like Anthony, Suggs, Wagner, Carter, Bamba, they've been pretty much going. That's been your lineup here the rest of the full season. There's some chemistry now with this crew.
Yeah, there's cohesion, chemistry, cohesion, however you want to say it. It's building. I want to say also building character for these guys having to deal with some sort of adversity so young, like so early on in their careers. But you know, Tony, like you said, I think it's just the fact that Chicago. You know, everything was sort of going right for the Bulls, and then you hit that first speed bump, and you didn't know how they were really going to adjust to that adversity. And we saw the Bulls, you know, really falter, and it raised a lot of questions about maybe the legitimacy of the Bulls if they had just hit a nice run, and maybe if they're really a team that can be trusted long term. But again, the Magic, I think, are just being overlooked, and for good reason. I think their record's 11-40 or something like that this season. You're always going to get overlooked at 11-40, but there have been value spots. Like I said, we've seen Orlando's against the spread record on the road this season, and I think they just add to that record with another cover here.
Orlando +9 against the Bulls. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass Channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. Been putting a pretty good NFL season this year. Still 1 game remaining on the board in a couple of weeks, but tonight we got a lot of games here from the NBA 7. Of course, a huge college hoops card, which has already started as we speak with NHL as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, Tony, I wonder what that one NFL game is that you were talking about. I can't put my foot. Oh, yeah. The Pro Bowl. Right. That's exactly what. No, I'm kidding. But tonight we got 2 college basketball 3-packs. I got my mid-major monster, 3 plays from the mid-major conferences that you guys might like, or my Power 6 posterizer. If you're looking to play the big conferences tonight, get one of those packages as well. As those reach $39.95 over at the website, or for an extra $10 more, you can get yourself a 3-day pack. And this is when you want to, like we said earlier, you want to start going long term because you're getting the most value for what you're paying. You know, we see all these loaded college basketball cards, and some days I can't help myself. I love the card that much, and we put in maybe a couple extra plays that maybe we shouldn't, but you know, we're human. But you know, either way, you're getting some of your best value with those long-term passes, whether it's 7 days, 30 days, all the way up to a year, like Tony Brown mentioned earlier. It's one of those things that's just, it's a long-term investment, and it pays off for you as soon as you hit the word go, and then you kind of just watch the money roll in over the course of the year. But guys, if you want to just do something a little bit shorter, like I said, the shorter package is the 3-day, 7-day, also fantastic value. Go and check everything out over at Pick Dogs Premium, whether it's just with me or someone else, part of the 2-for-1 capper deal. That's great value over at Pick Dogs. Go over and check them out.
That's right, guys. Again, on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. Season numbers here in NFL, but come off a really good college hoops season a season ago. So you want to get on board right now. He's got a couple 3-packs up there tonight. But if you prefer the long-term passes, we've been talking about this 1-month all sports pass to take you right to the eve of these conference tournaments to get all of Chris's plays from college hoops for the 30 days, as well as NBA and hockey, and of course the Super Bowl pick which will be in a couple of weeks. And of course, with that 1 month all sports pass, you can add a second capper with our 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match Chris up with Shane Mickle. You can match him up here with James Clark, Rod, Damian Sosh, Ninos, Tony Brown, your 2-for-1 capper promotion, your best value there over at Pick Dogs. Let's continue on the show with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with the likes?
I'm telling you, this doesn't happen often, but we've already hit our like goal. We got 156 likes, got 260 people watching. So I'll tell you guys what, let's make this a little bit more interesting. If we can hit 200 by the recap, I'll throw in a third play. We'll make it 3 tonight. But we've already got you those 2 plays for tonight's action. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 200 likes.
Let's go for 200 likes. Keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here with the drive-thru. It's Tuesday. It's Rod Zawacki on the drive-thru. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. I'm enjoying the Tuesday. Probably going to have tacos for dinner tonight, so it is going to be Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday tonight for Rod. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We go to the ice. The Flyers to host the Jets. Winnipeg, $1.65 on the road. Is that right? It is. Total 5.5.
Right? The Jets, $1.65. I'm not laying no $1.65 with no Jets on the road. They've been awful on the road this season. And then you look, part of that reason was I think Hellebuck's not having a good year. Sure that the Jets have had some injuries and COVID's bit him in the butt, but you got to stop the puck at the key times, and he just hasn't been good. You look, his last time out, he played the Kings and gave up 5 goals. You look, he's 3-5-2 in his last 10 games. He's got a 3.49 goals against over those 10 games with an .896 save percentage over his last 10 games. He's not been good. And you look on the other side, you got Carter Hart in goal, and he's just been getting barraged as this Flyers team has been giving up shots left and right and peppered all over the place. He's made some stops, but the team in front of him just has not been playing the great hockey. But you look, this Flyers team, they battle. They've lost a lot of one-goal games. They've had some really unlucky puck luck, as we would say, because 7 of those last 10 games have been one-goal games. So they've lost 6 of those by 1 goal, and that's just the way it goes. But the last time out, they got themselves a win, and I think they burst the bubble, and there's just too much value here not to pass and take a shot here with the Flyers to keep that streak going. They got 1. I think they can get 2, as the Jets have not fared well in Philly. They're 0-8, the last 8 in Philly on these Winnipeg Jets, and you expect me to lay minus 165? No chance. Take the Flyers.
All right, we got Rod on the Flyers here, plus 140 against the Jets. All right, Chris, you know this Jets team just broke a 6-game losing streak. Now they're laying $1.65 here.
Yeah, I think it's jumping the shark a little bit with the Philadelphia, or with the Winnipeg Jets. I think it's just a little bit too soon to jump on them here. And you know, the Philadelphia Flyers, yes, this is a team that also snapped a 13-game losing streak against the Kings on the weekend. But I think that the Flyers have now fallen low enough that they're going to be big sellers at the trade deadline. But now I'm expecting the Flyers, the players, to play really well so that once they do get moved, they can be moved to a contender. And I think the Flyers are just are done, and they just kind of want to see what they have. But I look for the players to actually control their own destiny and put their best foot forward here tonight. I like the value of the plus money as well.
Yeah, value there, plus money with the Flyers, plus 140 against Winnipeg. This one will have a start time, 7 Eastern time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We have fantastic work in the NHL this season, 538 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Rob, we do have a good hockey card, 7 NBA and some college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
We got a great hockey card going tonight, and I'm so excited for it. I've got 5 best bets. A 5-pack over on the ice tonight, and one of those includes my NHL blank check. It's my first blank check play of this year's season on the ice. Absolutely love this. Can't miss that if you want to add to your bankroll and sock them bookies hard. Grab my Tackle the Book Tuesday. All 5 plays in the NHL available in that package. Or if you're looking for some hoops, jump on over, grab my 2-for-1 pass. You'll get my 2 best 10-star plays in college basketball tonight, as well as my 10-star NBA Game of the Week. Absolutely love this play in the NBA tonight. You can grab that over in a 2-for-1 pass, which gives you all my hoops plays for the day. Or, as we said, now's the time. Grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day. It's all about saving you money in your pocket and getting you more winners. That's the best value to you as a Pick Dogs family. We want you on long term to get more money in your pocket. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. So if you want to join me up, grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day, or pair me up and take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper deal where you get 2 cappers for the price of 1. Can't go wrong. Check on over to Pick Dogs Premium. Scoop something up. Let's get some money.
Let's get some money here from Rod Zawacki. You see the numbers here from Rod. You can verify them over in his profile page. Of course, he's got plays tonight, as he talked about, or those long-term passes, your best value there. We talked about that long-term pass today. 3rd-day All-Sports Pass, Pound Town, your bookie pass, 1 month of Rod's plays available right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Add a second capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, but also know you're part of the morning crew, and you guys have that really great YouTube members VIP. Great time to sign on here. We've got a lot of these great sports overlapping.
Yeah, we got all these great sports. Great time to sign up for the YouTube VIP Premium. Just follow the link in the description of this video below. And jump aboard. Grab that VIP Premium Pass where you get 4 premium plays. Every day you get 1 play for me, 1 play for Mitch, 1 play for Joe, and 1 play from Bittler. That's 4 premium plays a day. Times that by 30 days, you're looking at 120 premium plays over the period of the month. And also included in that package, you also get the $50 monthly consensus report included in that. And we also we throw out prop plays. We play Bittler loves his first basket or first NBA bucket scorer. We like first touchdowns. We got first goal scorers in hockey. Lots of props included in that VIP. Definitely great value. You don't want to miss out on it. Follow the link in the description below. You won't be disappointed. That easily pays for itself in 1 or 2 days, guaranteed. Don't miss out. Jump aboard.
Jump aboard. Don't miss out. The link is right below. Sign up for that YouTube members VIP. All right, Rod, great having the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, as you're flanked up with Rod Zawacki and Joe for that morning show.
Definitely. I'm flanked over here with Brian Bittler. Because yes. I can't flank myself. I don't know how that would be if flanking myself. I'd be like 2-for-1. Man, that would be scary. Imagine having 2 of me running around. Nice. Might not be a bad thing.
That's right. That's right. I'm getting that 2-for-1. Get 2 rods. Here you go.
2 rods for the price of 1.
That's right. That's right. 2 for 1 capper. I want to buy Rod twice. I'm getting Rod twice the 2-for-1 capper promotion. There you go. All right. So great night. We'll talk again in a couple of days. Rod Zawacki here on the drive. Let's continue our coverage with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
I'm sorry, we made some progress with that second like goal. We already hit our first of 150 likes. We're 7 likes away from a 3rd pick for tonight's college hoops action. Guys, get those likes in. I have a feeling we can really get there. It's just we need your help. So 7 more likes.
Yeah, 7 more likes. Keep them coming in. Let's continue on the drive. Now it's my turn. My play tonight. 8 Eastern time. T-Wolves to host the Nuggets. T-Wolves laying 4.5. Total 228.5. I'm going over in this game. Over the total of 228.5. We've seen some line movement to the over. We want to first take a look here at Jokic and our guy Russell. We know Russell's not in the lineup, but Jokic will play. Jokic will play in this game. Jokic, look at me. Jokic is in the lineup here for the Nuggets. And one thing to note here with this Denver team, we know they've won 5 straight, but when you look at their numbers here over their past 5 games, 121 points per 100 possessions. They're scoring points. You look at Minnesota, they've played to the over in 7 of 8, scoring 118 points per 100 possessions, but they're giving up 115 per 100. So they're showing some of that their old self here, where they're getting these high-scoring games, get up a lot of points on the defensive end. So I'm going over in this one, Chris.
Yeah, Tony, I can't disagree with you. I mean, you look at the over run that the Timberwolves are on right now. They've hit the over in 7 of their last 8 games. And 3 of those overs have gone over the number by over at least 20 points. So, the Timberwolves are doing a good job playing to that over, and the Denver Nuggets have pretty much been an over machine all year long. I can't disagree with you on this one. I think this one hits at least 230, 235.
Okay, let me hear Nuggets and T-Wolves over 228.5. This one will have a start time 8 Eastern time. NBA League Pass Channel. Hey, I have a 3-pack college hoops tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium, coming off another winning day yesterday, so get on board with that. I'm also part of the 2-point cap promotion, so you can match me up with my 3, 7, and 30 sports pass with Chris, with Rod Zawacki, Shane Mickle, Damian Sosh, Ninos, Tony Brown. Our 2-for-1 cap promotion is your best value over at Pick Dogs. Let's continue on here on the show. Now it is time for the recap. It'll just be Chris and I tonight. We got started here with Alex. Alex Smart said Suns -6 against the Nets. Tony Brown, Nevada, plus 1.5 against UNLV. L was on the Heat, plus 1.5 against the Raptors. Damian Sosh, Pistons, -2 against the Pelicans. Shane was on Air Force, plus 15 against Utah State. Chris was on the Magic, plus 9 against the Bulls. Rod says Flyers, plus 140 against the Jets. Yours truly, Nuggets. T-Wolves over 228.5. All right, Chris, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tony, I gotta use the force. I gotta go with Shane with Air Force plus the 15 against Utah State. I know your rule about not backing Air Force the second time around in conference play, but I've seen nothing from Utah State. And I think this line's a bit of an overreaction from their wins in the last couple of games. I've seen nothing from Air Force that really wants me to back them here.
All right, he's got. We got Chris liking the force here with Shane's pick, and I'm going to go here with Chris's play Magic plus 9 against the Bulls. Bulls defense has not been playing well, and we'll go against them here. All right, we made our Lyco. We made both Michaels, so let's give them the plays, Chris.
All right, the first one we're going to go with. See, I wrote them down here. North Carolina laying the points against Louisville. This Louisville team's in disarray right now. Chris Mack gone from the team, and this Louisville team, I think Mack was gone for good reason. This Louisville team just not what a lot of people expected that they would be this season. Meanwhile, North Carolina has hit some speed bumps in the road, and you'd maybe expect them to be a little bit of maybe a bigger favorite here, maybe closer to 5 or 5.5 points. But I think 3.5 is a discount, and one that I'll gladly take North Carolina, the better team here, and just I think across the board the better team. So I don't think Louisville's going to be able to keep up. I like North Carolina to cover this number. Next play, well, we're going to take Alabama plus the 7 against Auburn. This is a rivalry game, and I need I say more, but if I do need to say more, funny enough, the underdog in the last 14 Alabama games, 13-0-1 the underdog is against the spread. So it's just a game that Alabama's playing a lot of tight games, or the favorite's just not covering the number. I'm going to ride that number here because you look at Alabama, what they've done. They've already beat 3 teams from the Final Four last year. They beat Alabama, they beat Houston, they beat Baylor, and they beat Gonzaga. So this is a Crimson Tide team that tends to play to the level of their competition, and I think they rise up to the occasion and give Auburn a tough time tonight. And the third play, the bonus play, well, it's not a popular play, but I'm going to go with Iowa State plus the points against Kansas. Kansas playing well. They did have that blip against Kentucky last time out, and maybe Iowa State's in the line of fire against pardon my French, a pissed off Kansas team. But you got to remember, Kansas has won 4 of their last 5 games by 3 points or less in conference play, and that included a 1-point win over these same Cyclones at Kansas, which is normally a tough place to play. I got to think at home Iowa State's going to be rocking and give Kansas all they can handle here. Those are going to be the 3 plays. North Carolina laying the points. Alabama plus the points, and Iowa State plus the points.
All right, there you go. Chris's 3 plays as promised. We thank all our audience out there for the likes, getting us over that 200 goal mark. All right, be sure to tune tomorrow, live at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget to get started every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow will be Mitch with his 7 picks in 5 minutes, followed by a sports betting show. It's a lot of sports betting tips and advice from Mitch. Of course, then Joe Madden takes the host chair 11 a.m. Eastern time, flanked by Brian Biller, Rod Zawacki, and then, of course, we got the soccer show, Puckin' Crazy show, Mitch and Joe show, and then with us again at 6 Eastern time. Let's bring in the crew tonight. Good night, everyone. Have yourself a great night. I like the Rod look. Really good look from Rod there. I always look at Rod. Sometimes you get those caged. Not tonight, though. And have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow live.